Revolutionary greetings, comrades. The Zimbabwean Minister of Finance, Professor Mthuli Ncube, has announced that the Zimbabwean government is now ready to compensate former white commercial farmers to a tune of 3.5 billion United States dollars. When this was initially announced, sometime last year or so, as the Zimbabwe Communist Party were very clear that we do not support the compensation of white commercial farmers to that amount, or any compensation for that matter. We do not support any compensation for the land that was taken. While we recognize that the land reform program was chaotic, but we do not support the compensation of land to the former white commercial farmers in Zimbabwe. What we need to do is to do a proper audit on who owns what. We need to look into what we call the A2 farms. Who benefited from that scheme? Because in our well-considered view is that each family must own a farm. There's multi-ownership of farms by cabinet ministers and their relatives. Our position is this: our land must be shared equally. We have commercial farmers in Zimbabwe. People want to use the land for commercial purposes, whether it's crop farming, livestock. Those individuals must be given farms. A grading system must be introduced to say this person qualifies to get a farm. And this must not be allocated, or multiple farms should not be allocated to a family, a single family, or single individual who are against such. Those that have been recycled, who went for the purposes of resettlement, because we know our history, our past, that colonialists drove us to Arab land, where you cannot plant anything, rocky areas or places. In some communities, people are forced to guard their crops for the entire day because baboons will be feasting on their crops. And such individuals, in our considered view, must be removed from those areas. They should not be forced. But if they want to be moved, to be recycled, that program must be carried out. And the funds that are being used, as announced by the Minister of Finance, to compensate the white commercial farmers must actually be channeled in assisting the people that are recycled, in building infrastructure, so that in places where people have been recycled, we continue with the productivity. So we stand opposed to the compensation as announced by the Minister of Finance. We know why they are doing this. They want to re-engage the international community. And of course, as communists,